It's the College Stick Regional Special with Ben and Bree. Thanks for joining us. It's been a little while. Bree, you look exhausted.
Yeah. Aren't you exhausted after watching all those meets?
Yeah, I am pretty exhausted. That's why it's been so long.
Emotionally exhausted.
Emotionally, emotionally exhausted. Congrats to all the teams who advanced. Best of luck to the Elite Eight now that we have. Uh, Recent news: we already had 3 teams cleaning house. Got 3 coaches fired in the last ever since the regionals ended. So Auburn, Nebraska, BYU.
Sounds like a postseason episode to me.
Indeed. Let's get right into the Baton Rouge regional first. In round 1 for Air
Air
Force. I'm sorry, Bree.
Force.
I'm sorry.
But we still got Maggie.
Yeah, we
Stay
still got
tuned.
Maggie to watch. That's right. That's right. Round 2, session 1, we had Stanford and Michigan advancing. Nothing crazy to report there. And in session 2, we had LSU having one of their highest scores of the season, 198.375, and Clemson going into the regional final. That was pretty awesome, pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, I love them. Good for you. You guys had such a great season.
Yeah, yeah, well deserved. And then in the final, big news out of the final: Connor McLean injuring her arm on the bars.
Yeah, they haven't had a lot of updates on her condition. I think they're saving it for the last couple days before the finals, is my guess. But we obviously hope that she's back in. She's one of our favorites, and if you guys have been watching us, you know that. So hopefully she's good.
Yeah, they're a little cryptic right now with what they're telling us, but I don't blame them. Hold your cards close until Thursday. So. But this one was really exciting. This was down to the last gymnast, right? Tara Lynn Wynn from Stanford got the 995 on vault, her second one in a row. And they secured that slim victory over Clemson. So kind of heartbreaking there. But as you can see, Stanford and LSU are moving on.
Yeah, we were happy for Terrelyn because she finally got it together at the end there, the last couple meets, because before then, the last, 6, 8 weeks, she was flying off the floor and uh, huge steps on her vault. So she got it together at the right moment for them.
Sure did. What do we have in as far as tens are concerned?
We got Chio, and Chio. 10th on vault, 11th on floor, 12th on vault. Yeah. And then we had Clea Lincoln finally on floor. You know how many times we've talked about that she's been robbed of tens. Um, Unfortunately, this one was not a 10. She hopped on the landing on her last pass, and her face said it all. She was so disappointed. She was so defeated, and then they gave her a 10. So I don't know what happened there. Obviously, I'm always happy for her because I think she's phenomenal, but that one was not a 10.
Yeah, she covered it up nicely. Going into the all around winners, we had Kaylin Chio for the all around and for the vault and for the balance beam. Um, and for the floor, she got a 10. So along with Clea Lincoln there, and then we had the rest of the bunch of athletes there on the uneven bars, all getting 995s. Going into the Tempe regional results, round
Did you
1.
see? There was like nobody there.
Oh, in Tempe, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
what
What
is
was that
that?
all
Yeah.
about, man? I would have went, man. Especially round 1 was Arizona State versus Arizona. Like I expected that place to be jam packed. What is going
Yeah,
on?
you had
You know?
rivalry right there and
Yeah,
nobody shows up.
yeah. And Arizona State pulls it off. So that's exciting for them. That was awesome. And then we went into round 2, session 1, Georgia, Michigan State advancing. No surprise there.
Yeah, Georgia
Um,
saved that one though. They fell off the beam twice. Jeffrey and Kamara fell off, and then their floor was so freaking phenomenal that they ended up advancing.
yeah, they got an awesome floor rotation, no doubt about it. So, session 2, we had Florida with a 198.125. They are still at it. They are still bringing it on strong. And Cal ended up besting the other teams there to move on to the finals.
Yeah, that was a Florida's fifth 198 in a row. So,
Fourth,
oh,
their
fourth
fifth,
or
they got in the
that's
finals.
right. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so Florida got a 198.050 in the finals there for their fifth. And another strong performance from Georgia in the finals too. So they're putting it together at the right time too. So don't count them out. What do we see in the way of tens there for that one?
We got your girl Nikki Smith on vault.
Yes.
We got Sky Blakely on bars. So awesome. Such an awesome routine.
Yeah. Yeah. She's very, very talented.
Yeah, she's great.
Love to see her on bars. Love to see her on beam. Awesome. And then for the all around winners, we had Selena for the all around. There's Nikki on the vault, Sky on the bars, and then Selena on the balance beam, and Selena on the floor. So she really took home some medals there.
I'm gonna need her to get that gym slam though.
Yes, indeed. We're waiting for it. Moving on to Corvallis. Corvallis.
Potato.
Yeah, look, Washington just barely half a tenth in round one. That is exciting stuff there. We didn't see that one, but boy, when I saw the score, I said, "Oh man, I might want to go back and watch that one." And then session one, Alabama and Utah, but Utah got the best of them, didn't they?
I predicted it. I said Utah was on a roll, and they beat Alabama in both sessions.
You predicted both sessions.
I did. Thank you. Thanks for noticing.
Regular Miss Cleo over there. Session two, good showing from Iowa, but Minnesota is coming on strong, both in session two and in the final.
Yeah, in the finals, they were down to the last rotation with Minnesota and Utah neck and neck. And Minnesota was just on every event. They were so solid. And, and Utah was right there. I do think there were a couple underscores, but I'm not taking that away from Minnesota. I think that they deserve, to move on.
Yeah. And boy, Alabama they just seemed off. They really did on the exact opposite side of that. They just did not seem like they came to play, unfortunately. So strong competition though, too. So the tens, did we have a 10 in this one?
Oh yeah. We had Orly Tran on bars. So yeah, we got a clip for that.
Perfect. Very nice. And then for the winners, no surprise, you're going to see Jordan Childs on that. So Jordan Childs for the all around and the floor. And also on the vault. And we had a couple gymnasts on the vault there, a couple gymnasts on the balance beam, and then we already talked about the bars there. So those are your winners for Corvallis. And then going into Lexington, round one in Lexington, we had Rutgers besting Central Michigan there. So nice job for them there. And then session one, Missouri and Arkansas both moved on. No surprises really in that one. And then session two, man, what happened to Kentucky?
Session two broke my heart. Really did. And if you watched Delaney's face by the time she was on floor, she was absolutely defeated. That by the time she got to vault and just sat it, she was practically in tears. She was so defeated.
Yeah, and they got off to such a great start, but that beam rotation when you got to count two falls.
We're going to talk about this in a postseason episode as well, because one of the reasons that we started this channel was some of the coaching decisions that were being made. So I'll leave it at that, but please stay tuned, for that.
Questionable beam lineup is what I'm hearing from you.
No spoilers.
and what OSU advanced, and they had to count a fall on 3 events. Was that right?
Yes, but they were lucky they were able to drop, one from each. And I think the beam was the only one they had to keep one of them, but they still beat Kentucky because of how way off they were.
Yeah. Moving into the final, wasn't a big surprise here. Oklahoma scored a 198.350. So, man, they were definitely bringing it to them.
Yeah, and Ella Murphy, I think, is one of the most overlooked athletes this year, and she was absolutely on. I think she got 995 on bars. Was that right?
Yeah, I believe so. And then you also had Arkansas and Missouri, duking it out. They've been duking it out all year long, flip-flopping seeds and rankings there. And now Arkansas ended up besting Missouri. So congrats to Arkansas on that one. Do we have any 10s from this regional?
We had Faith. Gotta have
Gotta have
faith.
faith.
Oh! Twice on beam. So nice job, Faith.
Yeah.
We love you. Thanks for waving to me last year at the Nationals.
Oh, yeah. You remember that, huh?
Well, I fangirled a little bit.
And then for the winners, Morgan Price was the all-rounder. We had a bunch of people on vault there with 995s. The uneven bars, there's Ella Murphy, like we were talking about. Lily Peterson, balance beam, like we said, Faith. And then on the floor, we had 2 athletes from Oklahoma and Kenny Griffin from Missouri. So 995 there.
I loved Kenny Griffin, like just hit that floor routine 995, just boom. And I'm like, yes, that's what we've been waiting for all year. She didn't slide on her first double pike landing. I was so proud of her. Good job, Kennedy.
Yeah. It's exciting when they do good. It really is. How about some bitches, gripes, and complaints? There's got to be some, right? I mean, we're talking regionals here.
Well, they got your wish came true for line judges to be in the corners or to have line judges at all. They missed a couple things, like people stepping out of bounds, which is what they're for. And John even said something along the lines of, if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to see it, did it happen? So they talked about it. So that's a problem.
I don't understand why they're sitting down. I mean, I get maybe between routines and stuff like that. Yeah, you don't want to just be on your feet all day. But why can't they stand up? Why can't they have a little corridor? I get it. We don't want them wandering into the vault when somebody's going to, running down the runway or whatever. But like, why can't they just have a little corridor? They stand up. They're able to move around, able to get eyes on the athletes as they're doing. I mean, the main thing that you're going to see them go out of bounds on is tumbling passes. That's only a very short part, 2, maybe 3 tumbling passes a routine, very short part of the routine. I just don't understand why they can't be moving around. That's referees move around during football and basketball, and I don't get it.
Well, even the head judge, she'll walk around too, or he, but this time it's a she, I think. But yeah.
And what's with this Mary Jo?
Love Mary Jo. All of a sudden, we're asking all year for what are the deductions? What could this have been? Mary Jo's given us. She's a former judge, right? And we'll be calling things too, and be like, oh man, Anna Roberts, she under rotated on that vault, and then they scored her. They scored her a little high on that, and Mary Jo just goes, guess they didn't see that, So I like that she's there.
Yeah, where has she been all season? I hope they keep her going. And Bree, I got a question for you. When is the best time to take down the score tree?
Fucking never.
Good answer. I agree. I don't understand. The score tree just goes away. We're sitting here trying to like write down scores and see what athletes are getting, especially the last athletes on each rotation. And the lo and behold, the score tree just disappears. And it's like, what the heck, man? There's some broadcasts that don't even have score trees, right? We've seen that. And I'm like, why are you not showing us what everybody's getting? Like,
Big Ten network's got to be the worst.
Oh man, it kills me. Hey, over to Ben's corner. Leo of the week.
Oh my God, so many.
All of them. Done.
All of them. Yeah. They were all so pretty. And Missouri were our favorite Tiger Leo. So
yeah, we were gonna pick one and we couldn't. So we'll just say all of them. I do have something for my wish list though that I thought of. A Queen Latifah tribute floor routine.
Well, they have your Prince. They've had Michael Jackson. Why not the Queen?
I love the Queen.
Who would do this routine, do you think?
Lily Smith. Why not?
That's because she's your favorite.
All right, what to watch for the Elite Eight coming up here? Bree, do you care to place a wager on the winner here?
I want to pick Florida.
Oh man, I'm gonna take the easy way. I'm gonna say Oklahoma.
Fair,
but I like where you're going with Florida.
I'll be happy with either one.
Same. Yep, we have semifinal number 1 is coming up on Thursday, 4:30 Eastern time. Semifinal number 2 Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and then the 4 on the floor national championship will be Saturday at 4 p.m. And guess who will be at the finals? We'll be wearing our shirts.
These guys.
So be sure to say hi
or throw some Skittles at us.
Throw some Skittles, yeah, absolutely. And then we have our individual qualifiers here. We'll put them up for you real quick.
Go Maggie. Go Maggie.
There we go. All right. And that's all we have for you this week.
Bye.
See you next time.